Are you ready for some football? Because the NFL is back.
The Shield came back with a bang, and we're back with one of our own. You're dialed into the first installment of Season 20 of Titan Sports. I'm Eric Valenciano.
And I'm Brianna Collins. So much has changed and so much is happening in the world, and that includes Cal State Fullerton Athletics. Due to the coronavirus, the Big West Conference announced the cancellation of the 2020 fall sports season. In the official announcement, the Big West said, the board noted a decision on whether fall sports competition would be feasible in the spring will be determined by the board of directors at a later date and be based on conditions and circumstances that are in the best interest of the student athletes. We'll make sure to keep you up to date with everything happening with CSUF athletics.
In the pro ranks, leagues, teams, and players have all become accustomed to change over the past few months. And while NFL Sunday returned to its regularly scheduled program, there's no question, like most things in 2020, it looked and felt very different.
That's right, Eric. 2020 is just unpredictable. Throughout week one, there were no fans in the stands, forcing teams to play in mostly empty stadiums besides Kansas City and Jacksonville. Plus, across the league, players and teams showed their support for social justice and police reform, whether it was kneeling, locking arms, raising fists, or even just staying off the field during the national anthem. The NFL is letting their voices be heard.
A new season brings new faces and new places. But after donning Patriot red, white, and blue for the last 20 years, who would have ever expected Tom Brady to lace up in red, white, and pewter? It was a first for him as the new-look Tampa Bay Bucks traveled to New Orleans to take on the Saints on Sunday. First quarter opening drive, Brady drops back, and he finds a wide-open Chris Godwin, 29 yards. We're probably going to be seeing a whole lot of that this season. First completion for Brady, and this is his first touchdown. It's on the same drive. Brady uses that frame to keep it himself. Extra point is good. Bucks in front early, 7-0. Early second quarter, 3rd and 10 on Tampa's 12. The Saints respond. Screenplay, Breeze to Kamara, who splits, count him, 4 defenders as he scampers into the end zone. He ties it all up at 7 after the extra point. A minute later, Tom Brady gets picked off and Kamara powers his way in for his second touchdown of the game. Fantasy owners are going to be happy for that. They would add a field goal later on in the second quarter. New Orleans would lead 17-7 going into halftime. Now in the second half, Saints up 10. Brady gets picked off. Janoris Jenkins takes it to the house. New Orleans extends their lead 24-7. But on the ensuing drive, Brady and the Bucks would answer back. On play action, he finds O.J. Howard wide open in the back of the end zone. Bucks get within 10. Fourth quarter, Saints up 7. Breeze puts the dagger in the Bucks. He finds Emmanuel Sanders, who fights his way into the end zone. Saints go on to beat the Bucks on a final score of 34-23.
Chargers taking on the Bengals in Cincinnati. As Joe Burrow, the number 1 overall draft pick, makes his debut. First quarter, no score, but the rookie would change that. Burrow shakes the defense, runs 23 yards into the end zone for his first career touchdown. What a start for the former Heisman Trophy winner. Now we're going to the fourth quarter. Bengals are up by 7. Chargers rookie running back Joshua Kelly ties it at 13 with his first career touchdown. What a great moment for the rookie. Now, there is only less than 3 minutes to go and LA up 3. Burrow looking to make a comeback. He finds John Ross up the middle for the first down. 12 seconds left, same drive. Burrow hits A.J. Green in the end zone, but referees flagged Green for pass interference as A.J. Green extends his hand on Casey Hayward. Now, with only 7 seconds to go, the Bengals kicker Randy Bullock comes up for the field goal. But it is no good, and he misses! Chargers hold on to the win 16-13.
Now to the other LA team, the Rams opened up their brand new home, SoFi Stadium, hoping to get a W as a housewarming gift. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, well, they had other ideas. First quarter, no score. Malcolm Brown takes the handoff and punches it in to get the scoring started early. Extra point is good. LA takes an early 7-0 lead. Second quarter now, same score. Dak Prescott drops back, he tosses it to his best weapon. Now watch Zeke eat. Wow, ain't he amazing? After the extra point, Cowboys even it up at 7 apiece. Rams up 13-7. Going into this play, Zeke does Zeke things. He pounds his way into the end zone for his second touchdown of the game. He was named PFF's running back of the week. You can see why. Third quarter, same score. Rams answer back. Brown stiff arms a defender and runs right into the end zone. They put the Rams in front. They never looked back from that point on. LA wins it 20-17. For more on week 1, we send it over to Mariah Ross and Jose Flores for this week's edition of First and 10.
Thanks, guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome to First and 10. I'm your host, Mariah Ross. Joined with me is my analyst, Jose Flores. Safe to say Tom Brady's Bucs debut didn't go as planned. Meanwhile, New England Patriots quarterback Cam Newton shined, completing over 78% of his passes, throwing for 155 yards, and scoring 2 rushing touchdowns. Does this prove the theory that Brady needs Bill Belichick's system in order to thrive?
You take a 43-year-old Brady, right, and a broken Gronk, and you throw them on a team led by Bruce Arians, who is not a scrub, but he's not like the Bill Belichicks of the world. And what do you get? Disappointment week 1. What we saw last Sunday was Brady and the Bucs leave the honeymoon phase and enter culture shock. You see, Brady has proven to be nothing more than an excellent game manager, not a quarterback, but a game manager for 2 straight years now. And without an elite defense and a legendary coach to back him up, well, Brady will struggle to find more success in this league. And Mariah, I will not be surprised when the Patriots end the season with a better record than the Buccaneers.
Definitely agree with you there, Jose. Moving up north, we have reigning league MVP Lamar Jackson, who appears to still be in MVP form after a dominating win over the Cleveland Browns on Sunday. Jose, do we think he can overcome last year's playoff loss and take the Baltimore Ravens all the way to the Super Bowl this year?
Yes. The Ravens are coming off their best season in franchise history, and they brought back nearly all of their starters. You see, they also added pretty key acquisitions through trade, free agency, and the draft to help the supporting cast around Lamar. And Lamar showed us on Sunday that somehow he is still improving on his game. So I believe that the only thing between his and the Ravens' way to a trip to the Super Bowl are those Chiefs, a team we will get to a little bit later.
That we will, but first we have to talk about some upsets. The Washington football team overcame the Philadelphia Eagles, who came back from a 17-point deficit. Meanwhile, the Jacksonville Jaguars earned their first win at home against Phillip Rivers and the Colts. Both Washington and Jacksonville are projected to finish the season with 5 or less wins. That being said, which team had the bigger upset, Jacksonville or Washington?
The Colts are a team that have a lot of question marks of their own, and I do believe in that Minshew magic going on in Jacksonville. So I'm going to go ahead and say that the Washington football team had the bigger upset here, and here's why. See, the Washington football team have a new head coach in Ron Rivera and second-year quarterback Dwayne Haskins. And you're telling me they went down 17-0 early to the Eagles, who have also flashy Doug Peterson entering his 5th year with the Eagles and playoff-allergic Carson Wentz, who some people still have the audacity to believe is a top 10 quarterback in this league. Newsflash, he's not, and Sunday proved that, as Ron Rivera led his team back, scoring 27 unanswered points. You see, the Eagles, unlike the Colts, are supposed to be like legitimate contenders in this league, but that's what some people say. I don't buy it, and I don't think that upset, the Washington upset, helped their case by any means. It's pretty tragic for the Eagles and pretty exciting for the Washington football team opening up first week.
Okay. Last but not least, the Super Bowl MVP Patrick Mahomes proved he still got it in the NFL home opener against the Houston Texans. The addition of LSU running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire made an already stacked team look even more dominant. Assuming everyone stays healthy, do you think the Chiefs can be the 8th team to repeat back-to-back Super Bowl championships?
All roads lead to Kansas City, at least in the AFC. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, the Chiefs' offense looked just as good, if not better, on Sunday. And against the Texans, dealing with some injury issues, their defense looked great. The AFC, unlike the NFC, seems to be a cut-and-dry 2-team race with Kansas City and Baltimore. And luckily, we'll see those 2 juggernauts face off in Week 3, which will be exciting. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs so far are 2-0 facing against the Lamar Jackson's-led Ravens. So if they can keep that momentum and that winning streak going, I don't see another team capable of dethroning them anytime soon.
We'll see how things play out with this 2020 NFL season. That's going to wrap things up for us. This has been First and 10. Let's head back to Eric and Brianna.
Thanks, Mariah. Well, folks, that's all we have time for today. Thank you for tuning in for today's episode.
For past episodes and game highlights, click through our YouTube channel, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and on Instagram at CSUF Titan Sports, and like us on Facebook to stay connected with us.
On behalf of everybody at Titan Sports, I'm Eric Valenciano.
And I'm Brianna Collins. Remember to keep those tusks up, Titans, and we'll see you next time.